here he is, live in living color.
That's right.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director, Sammy Burnett. Happy Monday, Coach. How are you?
I'm great, Carl. How are you?
Everything is wonderful so far.
Good. Good.
Man, hope you had a good weekend. Looking forward to a big Thanksgiving week. So what are your plans?
My sister's coming to town, my little brother, so that would put all of us together. We may invite Hardy to come over, have us to sit down. I don't know how traditional it'll be, but we'll have us to sit down supper or whatever you call it, just hang out session, and may end up with some karaoke at Hardy's house or something.
Hey, there you go.
But no, nothing real big, just some relaxation and family, I guess.
Maybe watch the Cowboys beat the Raiders after that debacle yesterday.
Well, you know what? I stopped watching the game because how many times have I watched the Cowboys and just said, "Oh, they're going to get through. They're going to turn around real quick. They're going to get the next drive," and they never do. So I commenced to cut and meat.
There you go. Cutting meat instead of watching the Cowboys.
That's right.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, here we are, beautiful Gordonwood Stadium, quiet now, but Friday's going to be busy out here at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, there's going to be a big one, number 1 Jim Ned against number 2 Brock, so that's going to be a big game. There'll be a lot of people there. I'll be standing there watching that one for sure.
I guarantee there'll be a lot of people there, and tickets will be available at the gate from what I understand.
Yeah, I'm ready to see what Brock does. That they're no longer in that bear front or that 10-1. They're in a 4-3 and a little different offensively. You know, Chad Worrell was their coach. He left and went to El Campo. That was a diamond in the rough down there, so he went down there to El Campo, and a lot of their coaches had gone, so they hired the head coach at Weatherford, who was previously at Weatherford. So it's going to be interesting to see their style of offense and defense. So it'll be a neat ballgame.
Well, no doubt about that. So we're going to do some more predictions on Wednesday. I've got a sheet for us.
All right.
But Brock, Jim Nantz, since we're talking about it, I'm going, Jim Nantz 1 and Brock is 2, but I'm going with Brock in this game.
Tell me why.
Because I'd like their colors, blue and gold.
Oh, man. That's hideous, Carl. I don't know. I don't know really. I'm going to go with Jim Ned because Coach Fanning is a great guy. I got to work with him in the FC All-Star game. Knowledgeable person, does a great job with kids, is a lover of Christ. And here the thing with Jim Ned is I think they're down. They've lost 3 or 4 or 5 kids to season-ending injuries.
Yeah.
When you're a school that size or a school this size or a school bigger than we are, it doesn't matter. You lose that many kids to injury that are starters on your team. It's difficult, and they persevered through that. So I'll be cheering on Jim Ned.
Well, you may have changed my mind then. I'll let you know Wednesday for sure. Of course, Stephenville and La Vega survived out of our district. Boy, they got 2 really good games coming up.
Yeah, Stephenville had one of their down days. I think they had 460-something yards offense and squeaked through with 22 in my close Stuckley, somewhere like that. And Paris had like 100-something yards, 190, something like that. But, sometimes late in the year, getting a loss sort of recalibrates you and gets that motor running. But I think that woke them up a little bit because they've just been marching through everybody they played for the past 11 games. So that was an eye-opener for them for sure, but I think they'll play well. And then La Vega just does what La Vega does. They just find a way to get it done, a good Kaufman team, and found a way to get that win. And then, Melissa, I heard, lost her quarterback to some kind of basketball deal on Monday or something. What was that, Stuckley? So he's the operator. He makes that offense go. I don't know who their backup was. I got to see him on film against Heritage. First time they played, and Heritage wound up putting 41 on them, but Melissa's put up 50. So he either played or their backup's not too shabby.
Yeah. Because
Heritage is a good football team, but 2 of the teams left in the playoffs are in our district. So would hope that both of them advance.
Yeah, Stephenville was behind much of that game. Came back and won. They've got Argyle. Again, we'll get your picks on Wednesday.
All right. Congratulations to Coach Price and the season they had. I know they dropped their game to Shallow Water, but, man, what a great season for the Longhorns and Coach Price. So they're Brown County folks, and May's still rocking and rolling.
Coleman still rocking and rolling. Brady,
I may need to ride over to Coleman with Randy Turner one time and watch the Coleman play because I hear they're pretty salty.
They're pretty good. They've got Holly coming up at 6 o'clock at Abilene Wiley. May Saturday and Robert Lee.
That's right,
2 12-0 teams.
Yeah.
So there you go. Think about that.
Yeah.
We'll take the old Derrick Mobile right there. And
rolling.
rolling. Both those games at 6 o'clock Friday and Saturday. A combined 47-0 between those four teams.
Good nut there. That's pretty
And
good.
of course, Brock and Jim Nett are both 12-0. That's playing here Friday. So, this time of the year, you don't see. I mean, great teams make it to the third round, obviously, but sometimes you don't see that many unbeaten teams as we're seeing right now. There's a bunch.
Yeah, it's just one of those type of years. It's hard to go undefeated. It's hard to go 9-1 or 8-2 nowadays with so much balance in so many schools out there. To have that type of season is special. And as I say to anybody, when you're going through those, enjoy them, because in most high school programs, whether it's big school or small school, maybe not as much in the 6A realm, but you go through ups and downs, and you learn to cherish those ups, because when you go through the downs, it sure isn't fun. So when you have that talent level coming in, you sure got to enjoy it. So there seem to be a lot of unbalanced teams so far this year, but you've also seen some top 5 teams in all classifications. I've seen some threes fall. I think Highland Park got beat.
Yeah.
Other night, Coach Allen, Coach Harrell got beat in Ennis. They were ranked number 3. Someone out west ranked number 4. I can't remember off the top of my head, got beat. So there's still some good teams out there that may not have those big records, but enjoy it now, man, because third round's special.
Boy, it is, and enjoy it because you never know. My old Hamlin Pipers suffered through a 0-10 year, 2 years removed from going to the state championship game. So it comes and goes.
It sure does.
The old Monday Moguls, always a power. They were 0-10 this year, and hate to bring up those, but it just goes to show how things can change.
Well, Sam Harrell, who's my mentor, he's like, I don't know, I owe that man a whole lot. Mentored me my whole life through high school and into my young profession. And then when I started trying to get jobs, he was the guy that I called that helped me out with those interviews to understand what they do in the process. He said when he was president of Texas High School Coach Association, they always write a letter every month to the magazine, and it got to the playoff time. He said you need to enjoy the playoffs, you need to enjoy the opportunity, and you need to make it as fun as you possibly can for those kids. As a coach, you may have multiple opportunities to get to the playoffs and experience that, but for those kids that are going through it, they may have that only moment. So wherever that moment may be, leave a lasting impression in those kids' heads, and that's always stuck with me. So hopefully those guys out there that are feeling the pressure, wanting to advance to the next round, still find the joy in the game, and make sure those kids are enjoying the every day that they get to go out there and practice.
Amen.
The colder it gets, go eat some turkey. If you've never done that as a player or a coach, that's something special, playing after Thanksgiving. So, man, enjoy the moments, because they're few and far between. And when you're having that ride and you're enjoying those times, man, make it something that those kids will remember for the rest of their life.
Well, amen to that. So what happens now with Brownwood football? What's our next move?
We're on spring break. Sorry, we're on Thanksgiving break right now. We're going to go back next week, and we're going to test all of our kids from 8th grade all the way to 11th grade. We're going to test them in 4 categories, and we're going to get their height, weight, and their speed. We're going to have that documented so that we can see the growth through the program throughout the athletic period. We're going to start hitting weights 4 days a week in the mornings, and then we're going to work on our speed there in the period. And then after school, they'll go to their next sport, or they'll go to an after and get more work in, and we're going to try to get stronger and faster. Our numbers are good right now. The problem we have right now is space to get everybody in the weight room and working at the same time. Because we'll have all sports in there together. That's what we sat down as a group and decided to do. We're one program, want to develop our kids the right way, and so that's what we're going to do. So the biggest struggle we're going to have is just finding space to make sure we got our kids a place to work out, which we'll do. But excited to get that started, and then the next week we'll come back after we've done all of our tests, and we'll start implementing how we're doing things in the weight room, how the rotations are going to be, where they go, and what with a sense of urgency. Any of those rules that we put in place, don't put your hands on the bar and make sure your hands on it. Any of that kind of stuff that we want them, how we want them to carry themselves in the weight room, we'll teach them that week and give them opportunities to understand, hey, don't do that. But when we get back from Christmas break and we hit it starting in January, we're going to be in full force and full swing, and we're going to be rocking and rolling.
And, of course, next after that is realignment, so we'll all find out what district and where we're going to be.
Yeah, we should get some classification alignments in December, which will give us an idea. It won't give us an idea, so it'll tell us where's the low number, where's the high number, where everybody falls, and then from that point, it's really a crapshoot to try to figure out where you're going to go. I've already had coaches call me and ask me, and I'm like, man, I can give you my opinion, but it's never right. So, I mean, every time I have it figured out, what would my guess be? My guess would be Brownwood would stay in the same district. They'd move China Springs up. Heritage goes out. If the numbers that are projected to be right, I could see that happening. But then I start looking at other situations like Lake Worth. What is Lake Worth doing in Region 1?
Yeah, exactly.
They're in right by. They kiss Fort Worth.
Yeah,
I don't
Springtown.
So there could be so many different changes, and until you know those numbers, and you see who came down, who went up, and now you can see who's all in that division. Now you can start doing the math. Then you can sort of maybe try to sift it out. But until you get to that office or that room or that convention center, whatever it is, whatever site you go to, and you get that packet in hand and you open it up, you never know where you're going or what division or what direction you're going to go. So it's always a guess. It's sort of fun, but
Region 1 is so so crazy. Hershey is playing Clint this week.
Yep.
557 miles apart, but yet they're in the same region.
Yep.
My goodness.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll find out. Something's going to be done.
You want me to tell you who's going to win that one?
I'm going with Hershey.
Yeah, whoever scores the most points, but Hershey's going to dominate that game.
Oh, I bet they do. Hershey's always.
We're going to get after them next year.
No doubt. All right. I know we have a lot of stuff going on. Wednesday we'll have a total recap, but we've got girls, boys basketball.
Our
today.
Lady Lions. Let's go. Congratulations to the Lady Lions for runner-up in the Hamilton tournament. They defeated McGregor, Comanche, and Hamilton to make it to the championship, where they dropped a game to a pretty solid Glen Rose team. Great opportunity for them to see where they're at and see where an opponent in their district is, and give them sort of a goal, something to look forward to work towards, so that they can reach the level they want to. But I think we're stuck 6-1 now.
7-1.
7 or 6-1 now. So off to a great start. That always builds great confidence. I think our freshman team won the tournament, so congratulations to those young ladies. They're undefeated right now as well. So really proud of what's going on with them. Coach Hortz does a great job. Our girls staff in general does a great job. It's a bunch of great ladies. They're Christian ladies, and they're great leaders. They have high expectations, and they hold our kids accountable, and that's just sort of what we do, in our schools, and that's sort of been our vision and what we've tried to accomplish. And you can start seeing, with volleyball, they're starting to level out. They're being consistent. Basketball's, went through a couple of down years now. They're peaking a little bit.
Wow.
They're getting consistent. So it's nice to see that. I look forward to see how our spring sports do with track and baseball and softball and all them. So it's a great start for those ladies. They're playing today in Glen Rose versus Mildred. And then our boys will be at Warren Gym. They'll host Alvarado. That's at 10 o'clock, 11:15, and 1 o'clock. So that's what we got going on. And then tomorrow, the ladies' Lions will be at home versus Rogers and Comanche. That'll be at 1 o'clock for freshmen and JV, and the varsity will be at 2:15.
All right. Very good. We'll recap all of that on Wednesday's show. We will be here Wednesday.
Yes, we will.
We'll have some football picks.
We need to do that. That'd be fun.
I got our sheets ready.
We could bring
Remember last year.
No, she won't be here yet. I was going to drag our most loyal radio fan, but she won't be here till later.
She won't be here?
She'll
Sister
be there.
won't be here?
She'll be here later. She doesn't miss a show.
I know
she listens to
that.
every one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
She must be really bored if she's listening to me and you, Carl. That's all I can say.
All right. Hey, we'd be remiss if we didn't say happy anniversary to a very special couple out there.
Yeah, Dallas and Linda, happy anniversary. Hope you have a wonderful day. Stay warm. Get up and jog a couple of laps, Dallas. Take your lovely bride out to eat. Buy her something sweet. Have a wonderful day.
I bet he does.
I bet he does
sure
too.
hope so.
He better.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, Friday night was kind of marred by the tragic accident of the Andrews school bus, the band bus, one of the 3 band buses. Just horrific scene and tragic. Took the life of the Andrews band director, the bus driver, and the driver of the vehicle. But how about the Sweetwater band stepping up and performing today in their place?
That's awesome, isn't it?
That choked me up a little bit.
Yeah, I won't say too much about it because it'll get me emotional, but I've seen that happen before. It's a big deal, and it just goes to show that people care. Texas public schools are a great thing.
Yes.
They always look out for each other, and we're in a great organization with the University Interscholastic League and how they give us opportunity to do what we do with all facets of sport or extracurricular like band and things, one act play, all the kind of stuff that everybody gets involved in. But to see the Sweetwater Band go over there and perform for them is awesome.
Yeah, on their week off to
Yeah.
get together and do that. All right, Coach, great stuff today. Look forward to Wednesday. We'll do our little pick-em right here
All right.
for a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper.
Man, I'm looking forward to that.
Who won last year? I think you beat me out by like
Tell
a
him
game or
who
two.
won last year, Stuckley. That's pressure right there because
Okay,
now I
thanks.
got to win. Don't let Stuckley play because he'll smoke us all.
Oh, he does all the time. Absolutely.
Why doesn't Star play?
Star can play. Absolutely. We'll get her picks
She's
too.
laughing
We'll get
back
everybody's
there.
picks. All right. Great show today, Coach. I appreciate you. Anything
Bet.
else?
Yeah, let's thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Avalon Custom Homes, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, The Real Talk with Chad Valdez Podcast, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much. We'll see you on Wednesday.
You bet. Have a great day, Brownwood.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett. Coaches show every Monday and Wednesday. Yes, sir. Today is Monday still, right?
That's right.
Monday and Wednesday at this time on KOXE 1013, your mobile app, your KOXE.com, and also on the KOXE KBWD Facebook page.
Spit it out, Carl. Spit it out.
Yeah.